In the late 1800s and early 1900s, African American students in Round Rock attended classes in rented churches and community spaces as Jim Crow laws forced separate school facilities for black and white students. The history of these early schools is not well documented, although it is known that the school fell under the jurisdiction of Round Rock ISD when the district incorporated in May 1913. In 1921, the Round Rock School Board applied to the Rosenwald Fund, which provided funding assistance for the construction of school buildings for black students in rural areas in the American South. However, it is not certain if the Rosenwald Fund granted money to build the new school, as no records have surfaced confirming this assistance. Nevertheless, funding was secured through philanthropic aid to finance curriculum development and staffing from the John F. Slater Fund and the Jeans Fund, and the Hopewell Colored School opened in 1922 and was located on the southwest corner of McNeil Road and Interstate 35. Mr. C.E. Johnson was hired as the principal. Mr. M.A. Stark was hired as the teacher. The school consisted of 9 grades, from elementary to high school. The number of students in each grade were not evenly proportioned. One grade might have 2 or 3 students, while another grade might have 0. As attendance increased, the grades were broken down into groups, 1st through 3rd, 4th through 6th, and 7th through 10th, which was considered the high school. Throughout the years, Hopewell evolved and expanded, adding acreage and facilities. The original building did not have heating or indoor plumbing until the school was renovated in 1948. At its peak, Hopewell had 8 teachers, as well as departments for home economics, business, and band. The 1960s brought change to education in Round Rock. After the landmark Brown v. Board of Education of Topeka case in 1954 and the passage of civil rights legislation, the school district closed Hopewell School and converted it to Southside Elementary School in 1966. Many Hopewell graduates went on to become successful leaders in law, medicine, and business. In 1969, Hopewell alum Garfield McConaughey Jr. became Round Rock's first African-American city council member. Another alum, Joe Lee Johnson, served as the final principal of Hopewell through its desegregation in 1966. He continued to work at Round Rock ISD as a teacher and coach until his retirement in 1986. Hopewell alumni are still active in sharing the history of their community and school. Special thanks to Ella Sauls Morrison and Jesse Mercer Carson for sharing their photos and stories of Hopewell. To learn more about local Black history, follow the Round Rock Black History Organization on Facebook.